What is going on, you guys? This is Erica's for the win. Just a quick first impressions for Knack 2. I'm actually pleasantly surprised right now. I didn't know really what to expect with this game. I did not play the first one. And Knack is always kind of one of those franchises that when I look at the game, I always thought it looked kind of good, but at the same time it looked trash. Like, I don't know if you guys have the same feeling that I did, but that was something I always kind of felt when I would look at the gameplay. Like, it just looked good in some parts, but then it looked bad in others. And so going into Knack 2, I was kind of expecting that experience. Like, maybe some of it would be good, some would be bad, but it's actually all together overall pretty good. So yeah, I'm happy to be playing this game. Like I said, I missed out on the first one, just didn't really appeal to me, but this one appealed to me a little bit more just based on what I was seeing, and with the combat, it seems like Knack could do more, and the combat is actually pretty fluid. There's been a couple times where there was some kind of, I guess, laggy moments, but other than that, it's actually not bad. I was expecting it to be more clunky, I guess, because I heard some of it is clunky, and I don't know if I'm gonna get new abilities that cause clunkiness or what specifically is clunky for people, but so far it's actually, pretty good. The only complaint I probably have, it might just be a personal thing, is the dodging. It's just taking me a minute to kind of get used to the dodging, because you have to dodge with the right stick, and because there's a fixed camera, I keep trying to move the right stick to move the camera. It's just a habit. So getting used to the dodging is taking a bit for me. So it's been messing me up. It's been making me play bad at times. But I think once I can kick that habit, I'll be good. It's just taking me a little bit. So yeah, the dodging is a little funky to me. But other than that, the parrying is pretty responsive. I'm still getting used to that as well. I really do like how it's just left bumper to parry. Like, if somebody's shooting an arrow at you, or like an orb or something, as long as you time it really good, you press LB right when it comes, you will parry it. Instead of having to hold shield and then parry, it's just LB and you're good. So I really do like that. Just trying to master it is, it's going to take a little bit. The game is actually pretty challenging, and I heard Knack, was kind of a hard game, so I expected that. And, I've died a couple times, so the good thing is the checkpoints are very, very forgiving, I guess is the best word. If you die, you don't start very far, at the beginning or anything like that. You start pretty close to where you are, if not the same exact spot. So the checkpoints are good for that. And other than that, I haven't really fought bosses or anything. I don't even know if there is bosses in this game, but there's been bigger enemies, more of like a horde type of style, like a gang of them will come, you'll beat them, and then a few more come, and it's just kind of like waves, but they don't get really tedious or anything. I think the combat and the way the enemies interact with you and the kind of abilities they have, I think it mixes it up enough to not feel repetitive or feel like a burden, like, oh, here comes more enemies. Like, I haven't really had that feeling yet, so that's pretty refreshing. Also, Knack, you can go to your small form where you can go through, small little doorways and stuff like that, and you need to do that in order to solve some puzzles and things like that, or just to get to higher ground. You have to get on these little platforms compared to the bigger ones, so you have to go to your small size, and then you get up, and then you can go back to your big size. And I actually really enjoy, going into that small form and getting through these little nooks and crannies just to solve a puzzle or to get to a different area. I think it's pretty cool. And then when you're in your big form, it's real easy to feel big. Like, I feel like when I take down these enemies, like, you could really feel it, like you're really punching these guys and you feel big and strong. And they did a good job with that. I feel like Knack, it embraces that feeling of superiority. Like, you're a big dude and you're like just taking these guys out. So I really do like that. I like going from the big form to the little form of Knack just to get around to different places and do different things. Kind of reminds me of Metroid in a way, where, you would get into that little ball just to get somewhere, but then you would use regular Samus to do other things, of course. So it kind of, they complement each other, and it just gives more personality to the game. So I do like that. Also, as far as anything else, you can also level up the abilities of Knack by collecting points. And to get points, you have to collect orbs just by breaking boxes or taking down enemies. And eventually you'll get a point, which you can spend on an ability of your choice. After you get the first default ability, you can just open things up. So there is a skill tree, which is nice. I don't know if the first game had it, but the skill tree fits well in this game. I think it's a good thing to have. And it complements the game. As far as the graphics, I think the graphics look great. And the characters kind of have like a Pixar look to them, like the side characters, the ones that are traveling with Knack and going through this adventure with him. I like the style, I like the look. I think it complements the game pretty well. It gives it something like a uniqueness to the game. And there's also QuickTime events in this game, which are pretty cool. I actually do like the QuickTime events. I think it, you know, escalates the situation. You have Knack, he's going through this dangerous part of the level or whatever, and it's all in slow motion. You have to hit the right button, and I think it complements the game pretty well. It's actually a neat part of this game, and I do like the QuickTime events. I like the slow motion. I like the suspense and exhilaration that he's going through, and the other characters. It's pretty neat. So yeah, I'm actually enjoying this game. Like I said, I didn't really have that many, you know, that much expectations, but it's not bad. But yeah, I do recommend this game. I think if you were interested in it, check it out. I'm hearing it's a lot better than the first one, so that's good, right? I don't know about the first one. Like I said, I didn't play it, so I can't really compare them or anything like that. But so far, so good. I actually do like it. If you're into platformers, you're into action games with a little bit of sense of humor. I haven't really got it too much over the top, especially since I'm coming from Mario Rabbids, where the sense of humor is kind of over the top sometimes. This one is more subtle. It's more about Knack and trying to save everybody, and it's a little more serious, but it does have that, you know, kind of Pixar style, so it lightens things up. And yeah, I do actually like this game so far. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, you guys. Let me know what you think if you're playing Knack 2. And I will go ahead and catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.